On October 27th, Cinemark is proud to open up the Universal Pictures film. Thank you for your service. And I'm Frank Gonzalez with the director, the star, and the man that we really should be thanking, Adam Schuman, Miles Teller, and Jason Hall. Jason, let's start with you. Let's talk a little bit about the movie itself in terms of what people can expect and how for you as the writer and director you came to the project and what kind of challenges it brought to you.
I think people can expect a very real, exciting, visceral film. We went to every effort to make this personal to their experience and to what they experience coming home, and it's a ride. You know, it's definitely a ride, and people come away with a new understanding of what these guys have gone through, and it wallops them. So you know, we think it's probably, you know, we think it and hope it will bring a new understanding to the American society of what these guys, what we put them through, and what they've been through and go through coming home.
And for Miles, for you, I mean, this is as Jason said, a very emotional story. It's more the internal battle that these soldiers had to face when they came back home. How difficult was that for you to bring yourself into this role?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot, right? It's a lot to internalize, and that doesn't work. Not talking about it doesn't work. That, you know, I feel like as this newer generation, as we're just kind of evolving as a society, that's what we're trying to get, right? Like, we're trying to get people to talk about, not just bottle it up and feel like nobody can relate to this. And we know the numbers. You know, 20 vets a day are committing suicide, and it's you know, it's a troubling, difficult, complex life that these guys come back to. So, but yeah, to try and imitate Adam's story and to try and actually act like I had been through those things was extremely tough, man. It's you know, these guys have been to war. I don't think you can relate to war unless you've been there, but trauma is something that is universal, and that was what I tried to, you know, tap into.
And Adam, for you, I mean, obviously you lived the story, but
Yeah.
seeing it portrayed up on screen, how honest did the actors and did Jason come in terms of really telling the story and making it accurate, so that people get a really good feeling for what happens?
Well, it's you know, I sat through the movie and I was mixed with so many emotions for the longevity of it the whole time. I'm crying, I'm laughing, and it's the most real movie I've ever seen on this on conflict and the human element of it. And that's a testament to how well these guys did their job, because if I had sat through that movie and just went, it's a good movie, and you know, it moved me in a couple spots, but this shook me to my core from start to end, and it just speaks volumes for how much effort everybody's put in on this. Yeah.
You think it's going to resonate well with the other vets who see the movie in terms of knowing that they're not alone,
Yeah.
that this is a struggle that they have to share and that they have to really work on?
Yeah, most definitely, because as veterans, we get out, you know, we've left that brotherhood and that fraternity, so we do feel alone and isolated, and people are going to go see this, and it's going to get them talking, and they're going to see themselves up there in one of these characters or situations, whether it was a veteran or a caregiver or a child, anything. So yeah, it's just going to get people talking and get it out there, and it's going to make some big waves and give people help.
Jason, you did the screenplay for American Sniper, so was this a natural progression for you to take on this project, or was it something that was kind of presented to you and you said, I'm not sure, but I think if I don't do it, it doesn't get done right?
I did have that feeling that if I took the job and then I started reaching out to some of the guys, and it was challenging. It was American Sniper was in this world that made me think I would understand this movie, you know, from the get-go, and that wasn't the case. You know, these guys come from different places. They, in many ways, fought a different war than you know, Chris Kyle and the Special Forces. They were on the ground and they saw heavy combat, and you know, they got hit a lot by these IEDs and whatnot. But it was challenging to sort of ingratiate myself to these people who were a little reluctant to have Hollywood step into their lives, and you know, I had to earn it, and it was a struggle. It was the hardest thing I've ever written, for sure, and it took me a good 2 years to write it.
Miles, did you have the same kind of situation when you met Adam in terms of having to bond with him and trying to kind of get under his skin?
Well, Adam's he's a really easy guy to bond with, and I felt like we kind of hit it off right off the bat. And look, I'm not a manipulative person. There was nothing. Everything came from the right place, right? I just wanted to understand this man and to tell his story honestly. I don't know. We hung out and
Yeah, Miles is a guy that had I been friends with him as a kid, I think I'd be a lifelong friend. But now that we've got this friendship, we're going to be lifelong friends. So yeah, it's been a really great experience.
Well, it's a great movie. We're looking forward to having it open up in the theaters on October 27th. Jason and Miles and Adam, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.